Hi folks, Captain Mike here with Captain Dave Peros. Today we're fishing Wasuqe Shoal in the wind and current. The forecast is a little off. It's a little windier than we expected, so I've upsized to the 3-ounce Hogy surface plug. This is going to give me some cast ability on heavier gear. There's lots of current, fast drifting, so we want a little bit of backbone to land the fish. These stripers are keyed in on squid this time of year, so I've gone with a pink plug. And again, this larger surface plug is going to give me some cast ability. Captain Dave's going to idle me up in the rip. I'm going to cast up tide and fish the swing of this lure right into the rip and hopefully in the mouth of a big striper.
One, Ed.
So in a big rip like this, it's pretty much a team sport. It's good to have someone at the helm to keep the boat positioned properly in the waves, and an angler up in the bow casting. You can take turns, but in this strong current, you can get a big wave. So it's good just to have someone at the helm to be aware of where the boat is and let the angler focus on the fish. So Dave's going to push me just into the smooth side of the rip here. And I'm going to cast up tide, swing this plug in, and it's looking really juicy. There's birds all over the place. June here off the south side of the vineyard. It's that time of year. As you can see, the birds are just working the crest of the rip. What's happening is the squid are getting pushed up to the surface by the stripers, and the seagulls are picking up the squid. I'm going to cast right out in the smooth water and get control of my line. I'm just the wind caught it, so I'm gonna speed up. Just gonna work this plug right into the smooth side of the rip and to get control of my line quick because the wind's gonna blow it. And the strikes will come typically right as it enters into the rip, just like that. Okay, so Dave's gonna keep me right in the smooth water in front of this rip. Keep our position. You don't want to go into this rip sideways on a center console like this. So Dave's doing a great job keeping the boat, stemming the tide right here. I'm going to go aft to land this fish. If you get a larger fish, you can drift back with it, but it's good to have someone at the helm to point the rip in a ergonomic way where you want to enter the rip in the bow. You don't want waves crashing over the transom. And so I'm going to take this fish back. This plug is like a nice handle. Grab it. And here we go. Gonna de-hook him and let him go. You got it?
One, Ed.
So the great thing about using this hot pink lure, in addition to the fact that pink is a good squid imitation, it's very visible, so you can see where your plug is at all time. We got a lot of white water here, so it makes it a lot easier to find your lure in the whitewash. I also feel like it makes it easier for the bass to see it in the whitewash too. Got that guy. So Dave's doing a great job positioning me out of this white water. It's heavy surf. You don't want to drift backwards into the rip with your outboard first. So if you need to drift back to land the fish, what you would do is spin the boat around and go bow first. But this is a smaller fish, so I'm going to work it out of the rip. Yeah, these fish this time of year, middle June when the squid are really keyed in, when the stripers really keyed in on the fish, they're just doing a ton of eating. As you can see, this is a real chunky fish, not the longest striper, I've ever caught, but certainly very girthy fish. Awesome. You can tell this fish is going to grow up and, you know, be a nice trophy size guy. So I'm going to unhook this fish and get him back in the water. So the advantage of the heavier gear is you can land these fish quickly. This fish is very, very active, in great shape, and you know, the single hook, easy to release it. Now we're right back in the game, and I am just gonna fire right away. The fish today have been manageable in size, so we're able to pull them out of the rip. But sometimes you do hook a bigger fish and you need to go back with it. And so the name of the game is going bow first. So your V entry for the bow of the boat is pushing into the rip. That's the safest way to enter a rip in a center console, or any boat rather, for that matter. So you want to pay attention to the timing too, because what may seem like a calm portion of the rip may just be in between big periods of waves. And so you want to be sure you fully understand the dynamics of the rip before you determine that you're in a calm spot. So what Dave's going to do is we're just going to go wide around. We have a nice calm portion to go through here, and I'm just letting the fish take line. You know, theoretically, you know, again, this is a smaller fish. We just want to show how to drift back on a fish. I'm going to keep tight on the line. Dave's focused on running the boat, and I'm focused on the fish, and that's just how it goes in this situation. You want the captain to focus on running the boat, the angler on the fish. Again, a team sport here. So now we're on the other side of the rip. Dave found that calm spot of the rip to go right through. We're still hooked up, and now we're away from all the scary stuff. Easy. Now we can just take our time and land the fish.